What's up to all of my Cancers out there, and welcome back to Pulse of the Cosmos. Today we are going to be talking about this upcoming full moon lunar eclipse happening in Capricorn. So this is happening on Saturday, July 4th, Sunday, July 5th of 2020, depending upon where you are in the world. And this is intense eclipse energy. I've been saying this for all the signs. This is heavy. This is the third and final eclipse of this season, and it's happening in an area of our lives that has been really, really heavily touched over the past few years. And we're looking back to the end of 2017, to December of 2017, when Saturn entered into Capricorn, to now, as Saturn has retrograded back out of Aquarius and into Capricorn again to join Pluto and to join Jupiter there for this full moon. So there have been a series of tests, and there have been a series of trials, and there have been a series of challenges and obstacles and transformations in the area of relationships for you guys, my Cancers. And for a lot of my Cancers out there, this has been coming out of very toxic relationship situations. This has been undergoing major personal transformations and major even removal from enmeshment within certain relationships. A lot of my Cancers have undergone a lot of personal work surrounding codependency issues over these past few years. That's been kind of a heavy theme as you work to identify yourself as an individual within the relationship. And that's the spirit of an intimate one-to-one encounter, is that there are two parts that make that. And kind of giving yourself the authority and the worth and the value to have that space within the relationship, and to not necessarily be the caretaker all the time, or be enmeshed with another person, or be outsourcing your happiness to a relationship. So a lot of heavy work for a lot of you guys there. And if this isn't a romantic thing, this could have been something to do with a business partnership you're in, where there's been some kind of major transformational quality that's gone on there. But in any case, for a lot of my Cancers, it's been the romance life, or moving from toxic situations there. And, this full moon lunar eclipse is going to bring about some element within the 6-month kind of energetic release of this, I believe, of closure surrounding a lot of this. I believe of closure and of a kind of completion of a lot of the hard work you've put in on working on yourself as an individual, and learning those kind of deeper subatomic parts of yourself, and re-identifying with yourself, and becoming comfortable again with who you are, and self-expressing, and just kind of a whole shift in a little bit of the outlook in your life even. So this is going to be definitely seeing a more integrated balance into your relationships, where you have been making the shifts, and where you have been making the changes, and you have been kind of working to kind of really heal that element of yourself that can give so much to the point where it's detrimental to you. There's a balance in that kind of give and receive. But in any case, let's pull some cards for you guys, my Cancers, and see what's going on there, because this is definitely going to be one of those energetic releases that I think really completes a cycle where you have undergone a lot of relationship trauma. And I think for that, a lot of my Cancers, you've been waiting on this for a very long time. This has been a long and arduous journey full of lessons and mountains that have seemed insurmountable. But we're going to see the manifestation of a lot of that work coming up here within the next 6 months, as we're kind of integrating into a new space with our divine self. But in any case, let's see here. First card we pulled is the Moon. So yeah, this is a little bit of a psychic awakening of sorts, I think, that we're coming into reintegrating back into those intuitive powers. I think a lot of my Cancers, your intuition suffered as a result of being in some of these kind of like toxic situations, or toxic relationships, or toxic environments, where you really questioned yourself on your intuition, and you really questioned yourself on your guidance. But I think this could be an element of really reawakening to that within yourself. And also, this could be an element as well of, for some of you guys, this could be that there's something that you're still keeping hidden, or something that's still hidden from you in a situation where you're still still holding on to that last bit of attachment where you're struggling to let go of it. And there's something hidden surrounding that aspect of the situation. But let's see what's coming up here. Next, we pulled the Page of Wands. So the challenge here is that some of us are having some trouble moving on, maybe a little bit, kind of moving on and starting some of these new journeys and getting curious about exploring these unknown places and coming out of that kind of Cancer crab. Maybe it's feeling a little traumatized from a lot of the work still. But again, I believe this healing is going to bring that element of closure that's going to give you that vitality, especially with Mars and Aries now, to energetically want to get up and get out and explore life again and get curious about what we can manifest with all of this energy. So let's see here. And the next card we pulled is the Four of Wands. So this is definitely things coming together for you guys, where you've been putting in the steps and kind of working to align with your inner voice and make decisions from your heart space. And from there, this is a celebration. This is definitely things coming together for you guys, and this is things stabilizing in a sense. We have, happiness here. We have the Four Rods coming up. We have the couple walking up there in a wedding of sorts. It is a celebration, and it is entering into kind of a new level of stability. And even this as an indication of a new level of stability in relationships and creating more comfortable, more aligned, more stabilized relationships from here. So in any case, I love you all, my Cancer, so much, and I will be back next week.